Sir, shall we start?
Good afternoon to you all. Before starting the session, I cordially invite Member Secretary Professor Rajiv Kumar sir, Vice Chairman Dr. Abhijay sir, and ACT Chairman Professor T. Sitaram sir, and Advisor of our Education Bureau Professor Kakre sir, and Ravindra Sulji, Advisor of Admin. We all know education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. We want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, and the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. Before starting the session, let's start with the Saraswati Vandan. Can you play the Saraswati Vandan?
या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
Yes, real education is that which enables one to stand on one's own legs. The idea of all education or training should be this man-making. A nation is advanced in proportion as education and intelligence spread across the masses. With this ideology, the ICT has made lots of provisions in the APH to bring all these changes so that technical education can be prosperous across India. Accordingly, I request Chairman Ji to have the welcome address for this session. Sir, the table is yours, sir.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Namaskar. Happy Yugadi, Gudi Parva, and Navaratri celebrations. I hope all of you are in the midst of the celebrations of the new year, which is in the states of Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Gujarat, and many other parts of India as well. I wish you the very best on this very auspicious day. And also, it's a very important day for the All India Council for Technical Education, wherein we are actually in the program of curtain riser on approval process handbook for 2023-24. I thank all of you for joining this very important event of curtain risers. And from tomorrow morning, our approval process handbook will be available to all of you on the AICT website for your reference, and you can start applying for the approval of your institutions, programs, to All India Council for Technical Education. I welcome all of you to take this and don't wait till the last minute to get the approvals. Start the process immediately so that there is no rush on the internet, and so that we can also help you, serve you better. First of all, let me on this new year a hearty wishes to all of you. And the first and foremost thing I would like to highlight today in the Curtain Risers program is we have brought down the volume of our approval process handbook from 320 pages to 80 pages or 100 pages. That's the first thing. We have brought that into a very small volume so that you can read. All the forms, all the formats are put on the website of AICTE, which is easily accessible to you. If any problem are there, you can call our AICTE office for your help to download the forms and any formats what you require to submit the documents. Okay, all of them are on the website. If there is any problem, we will help you to get it, and we'll send you also if required. So major changes, we have brought major changes in the approval process to make our process simpler, lighter for you, but at the same time, we will be very strict in processing all the application. So I would like you to disclose the correct information to the council. So the council will do the needful at the earliest. There are major changes we have brought in this approval process handbook, which will be presented by my advisor soon after my presentation. But I would like to tell you, we are actually, the moratorium has been lifted with certain conditions. Moratorium, whatever we had on the institutions and new programs, has been lifted now with certain conditions, and particularly to emphasize on emerging areas with core engineering also coming into play. Okay, and aspirational districts will be encouraged, and we would like to see all our students placed in addition to just doing a course and getting a degree from that. So skill development would be very key component of our degree programs. Skilling is very key. So I thought you should have more interaction with industry, and research orientation is another important arena we would like to touch upon. And I urge the institutions to create research and development groups with all industry collaborations so that our students are skilled and will be very highly valuable for placement in their respective disciplines. As per the regulation, to maintain the quality of education, 60% of the eligible courses in the technical institution shall be accredited by NBA in the next 1 year. So there is a lot of discussions on accreditation. There will be a uniform procedure on accreditation by the ministry soon on amalgamation, and many things are happening in the case of accreditation. And we will also remove the land requirements for the rural and semi-urban areas, which is a very unique one, because we wanted to be consistent with the urban areas. Whatever we said for urban areas earlier, we are going to do that same rules applicable to rural and semi-urban areas, because our country is a 6 lakh village country where institutions have to reach out to the nook and corner of the country, wherein we are going to allow the newer institutions in very aspirational districts and the areas where these institutions are required to reach out to the larger masses of the people. So, and we will actually reduce the scrutiny through EVC, but at the same time, if there are complaints, we will send a team to look into it very carefully. So please make sure that whatever you submit online, electronically, it should be very, correct information, which will be verified first and then only accepted. And major changes anyway, Dr. Kakde will be presenting to us, and also new application for this year for the new institutes will apply through NSWS portal to keep it uniform. and also change the nomenclature of the program and course program also is being allowed. And from this year, educational partners can establish new institutions with multiple programs. Okay, institutes can apply for multiple programs or levels, and new course has been added in core program list like electronics and telecommunication. I would like to emphasize the institutions semiconductor and 5G technologies. If you are offering and trying to bring those things in the new institutions which are going to play, priority would be given to them, and particularly from the aspirational districts. Then existing institutes can opt for multiple programs without waiting for one batch to pass out. Anyway, the details will be given in the presentation little later. And coming to the merger of the courses or the different specialization, MBA and PG diploma are permitted to merge, so that intake after merger shall be equal to the sum total of individual courses. And I think details will be explained much more in detailed way little later. Type of institution converted into university is made year round, and many such very innovative things we are bringing out. And what I would like to say at the end, a lot of changes we brought to help the institutions to do well. And in the area of teaching learning, teachers ratio also been considered. All your suggestions, I think many of you have given suggestions from last 4 to 5 months. And I had an interaction, if you remember, about a month back. And also some of you voluntarily also met me and given these suggestions. All of them have been seriously discussed, considered, and we have brought out these changes in the approval process. We have also discussed internally with the ministry and also with all the concerned senior officials, so that all these are presented to you today, and it is available. Our portal will be available from tomorrow morning for you to start filing the approval process. The last but not the least, kindly utilize our internship portal and also universal human value course, so that all our engineering and diploma graduates will be also looking at human values in their learning process. I think that is the one important message I would like to tell you, that our UHV program is very, we have brought out this time a minor program as well to offer for the students who are interested in taking that minor program. Okay, but otherwise there are some compulsory courses which will be teaching, and induction program will be there, and that is also a very important one. Lastly, I would like to say we would like to also launch a placement portal for the rural areas and semi-urban areas where placements are not being happening very well. So we are going to help you through this interaction with the industry from the AICTE side. We have lined up large number of industries who have accepted to be on our placement portal. Soon we are going to launch that, and once that is there, I think many of you can utilize that in addition to AICTE's internship portal. So with these few words, I once again thank you all for joining, and I think we will hopefully address the issues what you all wanted. And I request and urge you also to give us the information correctly, so that we can bring quality in technical education, which is our most important process. And we, whatever engineers we develop or produce, should be a global engineers available for the whole world. That's why I'm also requesting our accreditation institutions to also accredit more and more of our institutions. And I also urge you to apply for accreditation in both the NBA as well NAC, and so that you are accredited, your programs are accredited, our students are placed, can be placed anywhere in the world. With these few words, I once again wish you the very new year, and thank you very much for your kind attention on this day. And now I think I will hand over to Professor Kakade to give a presentation on the approval process. Thank you very much. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
That was very informative information from Chairman, sir. Now I request Professor Ravindra Khagre, Regulation Bureau Advisor, kindly present the major changes in approval process handbook. Sir.
Thank you very much, sir, Honorable Chairman, sir, Vice Chairman, sir, and NS, sir, for giving me the opportunity. This is my third consecutive term to present the approval process for the stakeholders. I welcome all the stakeholders on this auspicious day, as my chairman, sir, already told you about the today's auspicious day, because we are celebrating the New Year, Ugadi, Navratri, and in various states. Today we are going to present the annual process of release of handbook, APH 23-24. We call it as a Gita because we run all the approvals through these books, approval process handbook. Thanks to all the supports from the chairman sir, member secretary sir, VCM sir, all-time support for formulating the APH. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to all respected members of the EC. I also thanks to the Policy Bureau, e-governance, and all the concerned bureaus, as well as all the officers, staffs working day and night to make it possible to complete our work of approval process. We started our work from last 4 months. Suggestions from the stakeholders, then appoint the committee of the experts to analyze critically, and then implement this policy into the approval process handbook. What are the changes we made in the approval process handbook? I will present within a short time period. I have given 20 minutes. I will finish my presentation within 15 to 20 minutes. Presentation will be ready for you. Just start my presentation.
They can hear you? They can hear you? You ask something.
No complaints.
Yeah, okay. ठीक है. Because why I'm saying is the mic is here.
We can hear. So we have to just start. Please upload my presentation.
सर सर ये करना है
Before the presentation,
Yes, yes.
before the presentation, you tell me. When they're opening, you do it.
In between, Vamsi, I request our honorable
Chairman, right, sir. That's what. So before proceeding before presentation, I request Chairman to open a curtain raiser, sir, for present for conference 2024.
after this.
After this.
Yeah.
Press करो.
Okay, okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
करो.
Yes, sir.
So I also request honorable chairman to please this hard copy.
Yes, sir.
Ajay,
Yes.
you also come.
So,
Stop sharing.
Ajay. So I'm happy to release this approval process handbook of 2023-24. As I told you, this is a very small volume now. It's about 100 pages. Less than 100 pages.
Less than 100 pages.
Photo ले लो.
sir, so
You
for
are
the
able to see us? Somebody can confirm?
Vamsi.
From AICT, Vamsi, confirm please.
yes,
Can you
yes,
see
sir. That is shared, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Sir,
you.
I request to flip few of the pages, sir. Online PDF. I request to flip few of the pages.
Yes, few of the pages will just. I show
Yeah,
you.
pages good.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. It's all your supports.
Very small, sir. Lots of congratulations. Us also. Huh? Huh.
So thank you very much, sir, for releasing our approval process handbook 23-24. Yeah, now I. So now chairman sir having some another meeting. So as per their request, we are presenting here our approval process handbook. And sir,
Thank you.
can go.
Thank you. I'll be excusing myself, but however, Vice Chairman Dr. Abhay Jere and Professor Rajiv Kumar, our member secretary, are here. We will take any questions, any discussions on the approval process, or you can also send us an email. Okay, email, call us on our central line, the IVRS line. So we will try to help you, but please remember, it is the approval process will start from tomorrow morning. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you. Sir, सर आ जाओ ये तू इकडे ये सोनीची हाँ Kakreji, start with your presentation.
So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present because of the very urgent meeting with the minister. Our chairman rush for the meetings, and now I will going to present my presentation. What are the major changes in the approval process handbook? Next, moratorium has been lifted. So this is the good news for all the stakeholders to start the new institutions and education partners. Just first one. Education partners can establish new institutions in engineering and technology. In the 23-24 for creating necessary facilities, infrastructure, and required faculty for institutions who have converted from MBA to PGDM or vice versa. We have also given the extension of 1 year 23 to 24 time limit for creating necessary infrastructure for first shift, second shift converted into a regular shift. Previously, we have the first shift, second shift. Now we converted from last year's, it is in a regular shift. Then the stakeholders can opt for multiple programs. Previously, it is only one programs can opt, but now we're open this for the multiple programs and the level instead of the single programs and waiting for one batch pass out. The maximum approved intake has been increased from the capping of the 300 to 360 for engineering and technology and management, and 180 to 300 for computer application. Previously, MC is given up to the 180, but we increase this capping up to the 300. Next. The land requirement, as my chairman correctly mentioned, that the region, urban region, metro region, everywhere the land requirement is the same. So the land requirement are further simplified, and only FSR will be considered instead of the entire land. The TR charges increase by 10%. So it is not a big thing, but we are just increasing the only 10% of because of
Considering
the
inflation.
expenditure
Inflation.
and the inflation on that basis, we have increased 10% of these TR charges. Henceforth, EOA will not be issued to the pharmacy. This is very sorry to say that all the concern, and as per the Supreme Court order, we are not going to issue the EOA from this year to the pharmacy and the architecture institutions from this academic year. Accordingly, these institutions will not eligible for any grants from AICT nor can apply for any schemes under AICT. From this year, our regional offices are closed down now, and all the approval process related activities will be done through headquarters, New Delhi, through the online process. The total number of classrooms which is required previously, it was 0.5 into the number of divisions instead of the 0.7. So if you are requiring the 15 classrooms, now at present we are requiring the 10 classrooms according to the formula. Next one.
So you have You have further reduced the
Yeah,
requirement.
reduce the requirement. Whatever the required, actual requirement is given there.
Right.
In chapter 1, new applications will apply through the NSWS. This is the requirement from the ministry. So application will apply through the NSWS portal. Changes in the nomenclature of the program and course program from computer application. It is now course is the MCA and program is computer application.
So NSWS is National
Yeah.
Single Window
Single
System.
window. So for the now, how many institutes are there? New coming institutions. This is for the chapter 1. For the new institutions, how many they comes? So they are going through this portal.
So the reason
and
why you have this NSWS is done is from an ease of doing business
Right,
perspective,
that's
single window
Correct,
operational
sir.
perspective, right?
and after going through this window, they will land on the our AS portal.
Right.
Next one. From this year, education partners can establish new institutions with multiple programs. As my chairman sir already told you that you can apply for the multiple programs. Previously, it was the only one program you can apply. However, while establishing engineering and technology program, one should opt for minimum 3 core branches. When you are applying, there must be 3 core branches. Institute can apply for multiple programs levels. Security depository will be some of the programs. New course has been added in core programs list, electronics and telecommunication. So this is the one addition in the core branches. Next one. Conversion of diploma to degree and vice versa. If same nomenclature is not available for conversion, then such courses will be either converted into core branch or shall be closed. For example, if diploma level is running with 5 courses and only 3 courses nomenclature is available at degree level, then remaining 2 courses either be converted into the core branch or shall be closed. Next one. The existing institution can opt for multiple programs without waiting for the one batch, because in the clause it is previously given that one batch should be passed out. But from this years, we are remove this and they can apply for the multiple programs. Next one, clause 2.14.2. Under this clause, minimum 3 core branches to be run by the institute for applying to increase in intake. Next. Merger of certain courses as well as different specializations, courses of MBA, PGDM is permitted, so that the intake after merger shall be equal to the sum total of the individual courses and division, provided the faculty student ratio be maintained. Example, if institute running 3 nomenclatures of the MBA or PGDM, they can merge to a single nomenclature results into the sum of the all seats in the different nomenclature of MBA. So MBA, the various nomenclature, MBA, HR, MBA, marketing, like that, they can merge into the one single MBA or in a PGDM. Next. Changes in the name of the institution of the affiliating university, type of institution converted into the university, type of institution converted into universities meant year round. They can apply at any time. The application received after the last date of submission but before the issuance of the UA, then change in intake is also allowed. But if the application received after the issuance of UA, the type of institution will be changed, but institute will not be permitted to change in the approval intake.
Wait, you should explain this very slowly. What exactly it means.
So in this case, if you are changing for our name of the converted from the institutions to the university,
right?
If it is previously before the approval process, if it is done, we'll go through the approval process. So if there is any change of the seats can be done. But once approval process has been done, completed, and they are applying for the conversion of their name institutions to university, that times we will convert this name. We will convert their name, but if there is a number of seats are increased or decreased, we can do that. So
you cannot change the number of seats.
Right.
Intake you cannot change even after the change in nomenclature.
Right. So they are changing from the
that's okay.
University. Next one. In clause 2.8.1, merger is allowed between the courses. Clause 2.14.3, use of NBA accreditation for introduction of the course in another program has been withdrawn. Henceforth, NBA with same program, what are the programs they have, they can get only will be allowed for introduction of the new courses. So whatever the policies are given there, if you have the accreditation one or two accreditation and you are using to increase the intake or taking the courses, that time if NBA is of the different course, we can utilize for mechanical or civil. So from civil, we can increase the intake of the another branch like computer sciences or electrical, whatever it is. So that can be applied. Next.
So flexibility you have
Yeah.
given for interchanging of seat numbers from one course to another.
Yeah,
course.
by using the our
NBA.
NBA,
NBA
if you have the
accreditation.
NBA, you can increase the seats. You can start the program. Sorry, these courses. Established institutions, slide number 12. Okay. The condition for introduction of new course for non-NBA, last year we have relaxed, given the criteria of 50% of overall enrollment. But this year, yes.
Next slide. Next slide, I think.
Yes. So last year, what happened? We have given the criteria. If they have the 50% of enrollment, then only we'll give the emerging areas courses.
So they will,
So now
you will
relaxed.
allow institutions to conduct courses in emerging areas.
Yeah.
But now you have got rid of this clause.
Yes.
And now institutes can start courses in emerging areas irrespective of the enrollment. Right?
Correct. The condition for introduction of new courses for non-NBA accreditation institutes has been relaxed. That is 50% of overall enrollment has been withdrawn. They only have to fulfill nil deficiency criteria and minimum 3 core branches.
Yes,
as
as per
listed in the
as
APH,
listed
in the approval process handbook.
For this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. Collaboration and training programs. So collaboration and training program, it is a promotion of the internationalization in line with the NEP.
Right.
So collaboration and training program condition has been relaxed. So previously the foreign university rank of 1000 of QS. Previously it was 500. Now it is 1000. We are relaxed to up to the more 500.
So you
So
want to promote a lot of collaboration and
with
twinning programs within institutions.
Yeah. And we allow our Indian institutions having the NICOP score 3.01 on a 4 scale.
And the eligibility is also relaxed to some extent.
Yeah. Then NBA accreditation with at least 650 points on the scale of the 1000, and also NRF ranking
for top 100 AICTs.
Yeah. Top 100 NRF ranking institutions. Yeah. So this is the relaxation because 500 it is too high class universities. So this year we are think that we have to relax so that Indian institutions get collaborated with the foreign universities. Next. Intake in this program is over and above of the approved intake, and an additional 60 batch of the 60 students is allowed for collaboration training programs. From this year we have started that we'll give the
so these are
additional so that when they are collaborating and for that program one division is given. Okay. So this is the benefit for the
so you want to encourage collaboration and twinning, and if they actually do that, then they will get an additional batch or division. Yeah.
So it will be
of 60 students.
60 students, one batch of 60 students. Next one is EVC of universities has been withdrawn in view of the age of business. So here application shall be processed by expert visit committee as per clause 1.7 of the approval process handbook. However, vice chancellor, former vice chancellor, director, IIT, NIT nominated by AICTE shall be the chairman of the expert visit committee. That clause was deleted because we were doing the age of business and reduce the burden for the stakeholders. So every time it's going, so we have having the criteria. So we have to carry out only this percentage of the inspection in the institutions.
So so from this year, there is going to be stress on reducing all these inspections and EVC and those kind of
Compliance.
compliance.
And whatever necessary, whenever necessary, we'll go. We have the light and tight policy. You give the proper information, truthful information, authentic information, we don't go for that. But if anyone can give the false information, then
Or if you receive complaints, in
complaints,
those cases, you will actually go and
Correct.
perform EVs.
Correct,
Yes,
sir.
right.
Chapter 5, next, ODL Online. EVC for ODL Online has been withdrawn except for standalone institution and the deemed universities. So under this clause, previously it is that the application for establishment of headquarters learner support center shall be processed as per the clause 1.6. Scrutiny committee shall by an expert visit committee as per clause 2.25 of the approval process handbook. The date of visit shall be communicated through. This was the previous clause. And what we propose, the application for establishment of the headquarter learner support center shall be processed as per the clause 1.6. Re-scrutiny committee followed by an EBC committee only for the standalone institution deemed to be university if required. So we are again doing our areas of business and giving the relaxation to the institutions. Vocational courses, next one. From this,
Back.
yeah, it is complete.
Next.
Now this chapter 6 vocational courses under NSQF, from the present academic year only NOC will be given because we are previously giving the approval. But now from this year we have started to give the NOC instead of the EOA for the institutions running vocational courses.
So it will be more easy for the
easy,
institutions now to run vocational courses because just you will issue them NOC. No objection certificate.
Whatever the courses they want to run, they can run. It is a tailor-made courses in the vocational.
Right.
Addition of nomenclature in minor degree in chapter 7, innovation, entrepreneurship and venture development applicable to all the PG programs. VLSI, design and technology applicable to all disciplines of engineering and technology. 5G and advanced technologies. These are the new nomenclatures.
So these are the new minors which you are introducing this year.
This is the new nomenclatures which prepared. Minors are also utilizing as emerging areas. So these are the addition of the nomenclature in the minor degree because it is a value added.
That's what. That is what I am trying to say. These are the new minors.
New minors.
Yes.
Which is having the employability, having the importance and the market demands. Right. What the requirement in the market.
Right.
Business development, marketing and finance applicable to all programs. So these are the addition of the new nomenclature in minor. Next, in chapter 8, norms and requirement, regular faculty can improve their qualification outside their office hours with prior permission of employer, and thus acquired qualification will be considered for the promotion. Because there is a previously what happened, if they are full time, we are not considered but after their routine job, if they are doing, they can allow, but with the prior permission of the employer. Online MOOC platform clause is not applicable to the diploma level. Next. In this chapter 7, norms and requirements, EWS seats will be implemented as per the government policy and reservation from time to time. EOA format 2 will reflect EWS intake if the same has been implemented by the state or institutions. Sir, last time we are not giving the number of seats what is in the EWS, but this year we make a provision. If any institution implement these EWS programs, so how many seats are there will given in the EOA will return, because some from the stakeholder this queries came and we work on that.
So you are going to now separately highlight
the
number of seats in EWS category moving forward, right?
Correct, sir, correct. Chapter 8, next. Norms and requirement. Supernumerary seats for gifted and child policy has been deleted from. It is only for deleted from the our APH, but this policy is there.
Right.
We'll send the separate letter to the stakeholder while when they are going to apply and which whatever it is. So we give all clarification in the letters So this policy from this we are
You are just deleting it from the APH.
APH. So APH we are giving only the clause. So these are the
Yes.
schemes which will be given to the institutions. Relevant moratorium clauses for increase in intake has been deleted. Next. PM cares again the scheme same scheme it is deleted and supernumerary seats will be withdrawn. So it is if they are going through after our presentation if they are going through that clause they will consider that these are the schemes and this will be deleted. Appendix 2 additional nomenclature in undergraduate in engineering and technology we have added these nomenclatures electronic engineering VLSI design and technology is having the very demand fire and life safety PG in PGDM PG FPM programs disaster management land governance water and river management these are the new nomenclatures which is added this year. So these are the having demands as per the market demand and our committee recommended that we can go for this very important nomenclatures. Next. Norms for intake and number of courses divisions. So it is a very important as our chairman also given focus on that. So capping of these, capping we have increased from 300 to 360. So institution can give the one division more. From if they have this 300 seats, they can go up to the 360. So one division added. Engineering and technology undergraduate, and there previously it was also 30 and 60 division. Here they can made up to the 6th division or 12 division in a capacity of this 360. So capping increased from 300 to 360. In management, it goes up to the 360. Previously, it was 300. And again, previously, as we had discussed that management, different courses are there that can club into the one. Then computer application MCA, previously it was 180 only. Now it is a 300. They can go up to the 300. MCA programs, if they wanted, 180 is there. Now they can go up to the 300.
So this is another very great news for the institution.
Yeah. So they can increase the seats, engineering, management, and computer application. So they will get the one division more.
Additional one division.
Yeah. Land norms has been unified. Land requirement will be calculated based on FSI and FSR, and while giving permission, build-up area will be cross-checked. But I repeatedly given the directions to all the institutions that there must be build-up area. Whatever the courses they are going to run, they must possess the requisite build-up area. Next.
So this was done to remove anomaly between the land requirements between urban, semi-urban and rural region. Now you have more of a unified requirement.
Exactly, sir. Last year we have given for the mega and metro cities. So we think that why not our urban and rural areas also get the same benefit. So we are simplified and it will be for all. Next one. This is the classroom which is calculated as per the ratio of 0.5.
So number of classrooms required.
Instead of 0.75. So number of division into this ratio, previously it was 0.75. We put the in front of the committee. Committee analyzed, calculated each and everything, and now they represent that it must be a 0.5. So we put it into our implemented in the approval process handbook.
So it means that number of classrooms required are now less. So that will help further saving infrastructural cost for the institutions.
Correct. And we are also allowing them after the our timings. They can run any our technical or non-technical or any other programs to utilize the infrastructure. It should not be remain there.
Ideal.
But after that time, they can utilize this. Computer student ratio we have relaxed because it was previously 1:6 as a computer student ratio. Most of they are purchasing the laptops and giving the laptops. So that time because of
so now students are bringing their own laptops. So you don't require such a high computer student to computer ratio.
Even we also ask the institution to purchase the laptop instead of this desktop also, so that it will be movable. Flexibility is there. They can take home like that. But they have to fulfill the criteria. What is as per the our APH. Yeah, CAT center is also important there. And we have introduced this into the approval process handbook. We have written there CAT centers. Next one. Now, this is the most important addition in the essential requirements. What are the requirement needed? Establishment of 24/7. Sir, this is very important that we for the women helpline number and security system in the campus for providing safety to the students and female faculty and non-teaching. If any of the lady or girls are working after 5:30 for some research work or whatever the work is there, so it is very important that to establish the 24/7 women by every institutions. Second one is the establishment of the platform for hiring counselors for seeking help and guidance with respect to psychological counseling related to the mental health for students, faculty and non-teaching faculty. This is very
So
important.
these are the two norms which you have introduced this year.
Essential.
One is women helpline,
Yes.
and second one is
Counseling.
counselors or some platform institute should have
Yeah.
to address mental health
Yes.
issues of
Correct.
students or
Correct.
faculty members.
Correct. It's very important because many of the students get suicide because of this.
But because
So
of high
counseling,
pressure and
So-
career expectations.
Next one. Then shifted from essential to desirable. Some we feel that these are not required essential, but it is a desirable. So we are shifted from this. Facilitate teachers for undergoing pedagogical training through NEETer
NEETer.
guidelines. Applied for membership of National Digital Library. Implementation of exam reforms. Facility to watch MOOCs through Swayam and Swayam Prabha. Provisions, facilities to conduct online meetings, webinars, classes, examinations, implementation of Skill India missions, because they are all doing this. And we know that because this is the now era of the technology, we must be as techno savvy and we are using. So you must follow all these guidelines. Even though sometimes we are not given in the written form, but they have to. Next one. So for the norms of the faculty requirement, faculty to student ratio has been relaxed. If the admitted students are less than 50% of the average in the last 3 years, then faculty requirement will be reduced by 25% for the current academic year. PGDM programs shall be of the duration of 18 months for working professional. Last year also this is the same criteria was only they are having the minimum 3 years relevant managerial supervisory experience. That times it was 5 years. Now we are relaxed. For the 18 months it is okay, but instead of 5 years, we are giving the criteria 3 years. Adjunct faculty will be considered under faculty if the adjunct faculty been employed to teach for minimum 50 to 60 hours semester. So if any adjunct faculty comes to you and if he is going to teach 50 to 60 hours per semester, you can take it as a teacher, and we are counting this as a teacher or as a faculty. So they get the advantage from these.
So this will
adjunct
help
faculty.
in further improving student faculty ratio.
Correct.
Because you are going to consider them as faculties while calculating student faculty ratio and while giving approvals.
Yeah, sir. In this resource person is there also, so that some comes from the industry to get the benefit from them.
Right.
The academia get benefited through this.
So you
persons.
want institutions to collaborate with industries, request industry professionals to join you as adjunct faculty, so that there could be a lot of industry academia interaction and so on and so forth. So
And
this is
yeah,
the objective behind this
if they are
relaxation.
doing 50 to 60 hours per semester, they can be
That can be easily taken care.
taken care. So these are all from my side. Next one. So these are the all changes which we made, and this is after the presenting it into the our executive council and discussing, and then after that, after passing this, we will implement it into our approval process handbook. And these are the all changes. This is all from my side. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present approval process handbook. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kakedechi,
Thank you.
for your very elaborate presentation. I hope the institutions will be certainly happy with the kind of relaxations which you have given this time. And more importantly, the first biggest news was of lifting of moratorium. So we will be now very, very happy to take any questions or address your queries. Huh? YouTube questions.
Many thanks, sir. There was quite a lot of information which was placed in a quite a small amount of time. I think to digest all the information itself will take 1 to 2 days.
ये sir address questions सुनी जी पड़ी.
We started with the bank.
So the first question from.
So we have received several questions on YouTube. So we have selected a few and we will try to address them.
So the first question from Sri Chandrajit ji. DSC is expired on 25th February. What is the further process of installing DSC because installed computer is formatted due to the virus? Please suggest.
Please answer.
So for creating the application, DSC is not required as of now. However, all the documents are to be uploaded digitally signed. So that provision you have to make. I mean, later on, all the documents are to be digitally signed and then upload in the portal wherever it is required. So for creation and for submission, this DSC will not be required. I think it is also good news for all the institutions.
Next.
But at the time of submission, these are the
Documents are to be digitally signed.
Yeah, digitally signed. This is the important thing.
So there is another question from Dr. Anjan. This Haldia Institute of Technology request to extend the date for additional 10 days and conduct a stakeholder workshop for conversion of a new addition and alteration suitably.
At this moment, it is not possible. We'll consider it at the later.
So in fact, we are just starting the approval process. So there is no scope as of now to extend it.
Correct.
There's another question, third question from Mr. Ganesh. We are having 300 intake in UG. Now we are planning to go for PG MCA with intake of 60. Do we need NVA accreditation? Please clarify.
For starting the any PG programs, there is a need of NVA accreditation.
Hope you got the answer. So another question from Mr. Waris. Approval process application form does not provide for a candidate selected under 20 years experience clause, under 20 years experience clause, and not required PhD. Flag him as ineligible.
That is
not eligible.
This is not related.
This is not related to our approval process, and this is question will be we are sending to the policy bureau. They will work on that.
So you can email this question. We'll address later on through email. So another question is from Mr. Venkat. Sir, please give recognition to ODL BTech and diploma program for working diploma engineers and ITI technicians of SOET IGNOU. It will give the better opportunity for employed people.
At present, this is not under consideration, but at the later stage, government may take decision in this matter also.
Yeah, we'll make the meetings with them and then only we'll decide because we don't have this provision.
There is another question. Some name is misspelled, so I'm not naming here. Here they're telling question. Something different is written there. Yes,
It's
misspelled. It's misspelled. Pharmacy colleges are going to continue applying for AICTE approval this year. Question mark is there? No, not at all.
Okay.
Pharmacy college, pharmacy approval will not be given by AICTE at all. So not even for the extension and for new institution also, they're not supposed to apply it on AICTE portal.
Even architecture also.
even architecture. This is as per the guidelines of Honorable Supreme Court. Please understand, this is as per the guidelines of Honorable Supreme.
And even my presentation, I have already declared that don't apply this pharmacy. They are not allowed to apply on this and architecture also.
I take up another question here. Mr. Mano is asking, now we want to start MCA. We can apply with the same name or college or need new name. if your existing institution is existing one, you can go with the additional program.
Yes.
Correct.
If you're not running any AICT, I mean, if the institution is not AICT approved institution, then you can start a new institution with NC. We'll take up another question now. From Mr. Shuhanta Kumar. The institute have obtained extended EOA for a period of 3 years. However, the autonomous period is up to 2027. Can the institute apply for extended EOA for the second time? Please do clarify.
Yes.
Yeah.
So elaborately tell. No?
Since they have
Up to that time period, if UGC
So,
has given,
well,
up to UGC given, so it will be extended up to that date. We are giving extended EOA, but they are having UGC. They are having from UGC.
yes, so I'll just clarify. Actually, you are having the extended EOA up to 3 years. So thereafter you have to apply, though you have up to 27 autonomy, and so you can apply for up to 27.
Yes.
Correct.
But you have to apply
They are
now.
having autonomy up to 27. No issue. It will go up to that.
So another question from Mr. Kuldeep. Faculties working on ad hoc mode should get regularization benefit in engineering and polytechnics. Again, similar one. This is not related to approval process. If at all any question, you can mail and then suitable reply will be given. So that's all from the YouTube questions. If any other,
A lot of questions from which are there.
we'll take up some more questions. Just
There are many questions in chat section, right?
Also,
Chat पर click
we
करना.
are doing the duplicates and they are updating on the
Okay.
website, Google Docs.
Okay.
so I'll take up another question now. Sir, we want to open new department in diploma course through reducing the seat from any other existing diploma courses. Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes, it's possible.
Yes, it is possible.
It is possible, very much possible, and for others also.
Yes.
So, the another question: can an institute run only in computer science and allied branches?
तुझे core चाहिए.
You need
Only-
3
only
core
that.
branches.
Three core branches must be.
So,
there now.
elaborate please.
Yeah. So when they are going to increase in intake, they can't close. Last year also we are giving up to the 50%. They can reduce, but 3 core branches must be there.
Yeah. So the answer is no. The institute should have 3 core branches, right?
Correct.
So, another question: B group student allowed to admission in any engineering branch. Perhaps the question was not properly typed, so we are not able to understand the question. In fact, I'll take up another one. What about curricular framework? I think curriculum they might be typing. What about curriculum framework as per NEP requirement?
It is with the government. Soon it will be announced.
So,
It is
Correct. No.
Yeah, this national curriculum framework, it is under active consultation of the government, and soon it will be, a decision will be taken by the government in this matter. This is not related to AICT.
another question I'll take up. Mr. B.S. Krishnamurthy is asking, BSMIT is a rural engineering college. We have 13.72 acre of land, of which 8 acre will be retained for engineering college. Retained for engineering college. Remaining 5.72 acre will be surrendered to BSM Trust. What is the procedure and which document to be uploaded to AICTE?
Right to the AICT. Mail us. We'll give the solution on that.
So this is a very, very specialized case. Such questions cannot be answered during these kind of webcasts. So please write to us and we will answer them appropriately.
Correct.
Another question I'll take up now. Can we increase our intake from 60 to 120 even if our previous admission were less than 50%?
No, there is a condition. So up to the 5% and it goes below 30. So it will be reduced to the 50%. But any year, if it is increased more than 30%, automatically it will be increased.
Means what?
अगर आपका 5 साल तक अगर आपको 30% से कम है
In actual
enrollment. If
enrollment.
enrollment is less than 30, means 60 का 6 नहीं, if it is less than 18
Hmm.
for 5 years, then it will be automatically reduce this 60 into the 30.
30. So the intake will get reduced. So he has to have that, or that college has to have more than 50% enrollment for increase.
But anytime if this enrollment increase more than 18 means for more than 30%, if it is 19, automatically its seats will be increased.
Increase to what? No, the question is different. The question is currently they have certain number of seats. They want to double those seats, but their enrollment is less than 50%, whether they are allowed or not. And I think from your answer, they are not allowed to double the seats unless and until their enrollment goes beyond 50%, right?
Correct. But if we are here is asking about this 50% last year's,
No, he's not asking.
That will be different.
Anyway, the very specialized questions, sir, they can again write to
Because
us.
there is two chances. What he asking about the 50%, either it is a 50% of the last year's enrollment like that, or only continuously they are.
I think we will require more data for that.
Right.
So
Right.
whenever if he is.
So you are saying that you are considering for last 5 years the intake data, and it cannot be less than 50% for last 5 years. Otherwise, his actually seats will intake, allowed intake will go down by 50%.
We'll give him the answer, proper answer, if he give the data.
Right.
So that will, because
Right.
this is our clause.
Right.
As per the clause we are telling, but if he.
So we will request institute to write to us, and we will give an appropriate reply.
Correct.
So I take up another question. Can we increase seats from 180 to 240 in UG?
With NBA. With NBA, you
With
can
NBA.
increase.
This year's in approval process, we have given that if they are having the NBA up to 6 years, they can increase from 180 to 240.
Another question. What if average admission percentage in any course is less than 30%, consecutively for 5 years?
So number कम हो जाएगा, नहीं आधा कम हो जाएगा.
It is 30% means 60 का अगर if the batch of the 60, if it is a less than 18 admission of the 18 students, less than that means it is a 30%. It is less than, it is automatically reduced to 50%.
Yes.
Is a strength.
So the intake goes from
60 to 30.
30.
I'll take up another question. Sir, we had corrective action in 2018. Due to this, 20% seats were reduced. What is the procedure to restore 20% of the seats in this year?
You write down all these whatever the seats are reduced, because without any information we can't comment on that.
Good.
So you give the proper data, then we'll tell you.
So another question, good question. Faculty members from core area earning 10 credit in emerging areas are permitted to teach in AIDS, and can he be counted as AIDS teacher, AIDS faculty?
No, this is we make a provision of that to teach the students these emerging areas. So if the person from the civil department, teacher faculty from the civil department, and he did the 10 credits of the NPTEL or SIAM, he can teach these AI data science. In AI data science they are taking, he can teach to his department. Suppose
Within his
within the department. If he's a person from the civil department and did the AI data science in 10 credits for NPTEL or SIAM, he can teach to this only parent department. Only his department.
So the current provision is that you cannot teach across the department, but you have to teach the emerging area within your department. So the counting of faculty member, the question of counting that faculty member doesn't arise.
Sir, in this, I will also explain that. Suppose I am from the mechanical department and I learn AI data science, completed the 10 credits from the NPTEL or SIAM. I will start how these AI data science applicable to the my.
That's okay. That's okay. So within your department, you can teach.
Yeah,
that is clear. It's clear.
Yeah,
So another question I'll take up here. Tejpur University is asking, can we apply for AICT approval of following newly introduced courses in Tejpur University? 1. Master of Design was introduced in 2021, and the first batch is passing out this year. And the second 3-semester MBA executive program.
You can apply, and you can create our login ID if you don't have, if you are not running any AICT approved course, and we will consider your case. That is permissible. All universities, central universities, state universities, state private universities, they can apply, although it is not mandatory to take AICT approval, but they can apply for the AICT approval. And in the first instance, we are giving approval as per the data submitted by the respective university, but in due course of time, they have to clear all the deficiencies if they have in their institutions.
So now we will take only two more questions.
Okay, all right. I think similar questions are.
Similar questions are there. Just two more questions.
We also clarify here that if they have any problems, any type of the confusion, they can write to us. No issue. We will clarify them. Our support system, centralized support system is there. If they are having any queries, they just write down on the centralized support system. We'll clarify them.
The questions are over, sir. There may be some new questions we can answer later also. With your permission, sir, just wanted to emphasize what Professor told. Rather than sending a mail, you approach through CSS to us, centralized support system, and its link is there on the website, AICT homepage, in homepage itself. So please come through CSS, centralized support system, rather than coming through mail. For all your queries, there will be a record and that will be answered to you.
So rightly mentioned, we together rightly mentioned, don't send the mail to the on personal mail. Sometimes it will be not same, but on the CSS, where every day we check and we are giving the answers to all these queries. So my request is to because they are sending to the chairman, vice chairman, MS, like that. So and
Many thanks, sir. It was very lively discussion was there.
Hello. One more information. We also have interactive voice recording system also. You can you can lodge your queries, you can send your requests through this system, and also centralized support system we have. And your query, your concerns will be addressed within 48 hours. So this is the system we have developed. All regional offices, they have been closed now. So I also request all the stakeholders, please don't approach to the respective regional offices. You will not get any answer, any reply from there. You have to write to the central support system or to the headquarter for any query, any support, any clarification. You please do write to central support system. So this is the information we want to share with you. I hope you will have many more queries once you will go through the approval process handbook, and don't hesitate to write us. We will try to address each and every query, each and every concern through our centralized support system, and we will make this approval process hassle free and very transparent with the support of our stakeholders. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Many thanks, sir. It was a very lively discussion on the question and answer. As emphasized by Member Secretary and Advisor, I request all the institutions to lodge their complaint via CSS, centralized support system, rather than writing email. This will give a idea to track in a more better manner. Now I request Dr. Ajit for the vote of thanks. Dr. Ajit, the podium is yours.
Thank you, Vamsiji. Respected Professor T.G. Sitaramji, Chairman AICT. Respected Dr. Abhay Jairji, Vice Chairman AICT. Respected Professor Rajiv Kumarji, Member Secretary AICT. Respected Professor R.B. Kakedeji, Advisor, Regulation Bureau AICT. Vice Chancellors of various universities, Directors of various institutions, faculty members, and dear participants. Very good evening to all of you. I feel myself very privileged to propose vote of thanks on behalf of Regulation Bureau of AICT to all the eminent dignitaries and the participants present in this event of curtain raiser of APH 22-23-24. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude and most sincere thanks to Honorable Chairman Sir for his leadership and valuable direction in drafting this APH, in spite of his very busy schedule. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your directions and blessings. It is my fortune to thank Honorable Vice Chairman Sir for the continuous inspiration and motivation he gave to complete this task. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. No program can be organized successfully without proper mentoring. Therefore, a very big thanks to the member secretary, sir, for his regular mentoring during the drafting of the policies of the approval bureau. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your blessings. I am thankful to Professor R.B. Kakade for his guidance and support he gave during the task. His support was indeed fruitful for the complete team of Regulation Bureau. I am also thankful to Dr. Ramesh Unnikrishnan ji, the then advisor of Policy and Planning Bureau, and his team, without whom this work will not be completed. I'm also thankful to Dr. Amit Datta ji and e-governance team for providing the technical support for this program. I'm thankful to all the directors, deans, coordinators, and participants of this program, without whom this program could not be possible. Thank you all for your valuable time and participation. Last but not the least, I'm thankful to whole team of AICT Regulation Bureau, Shri Kunalji Singh ji, Shri Vamsi Krishna ji, Dr. Amit Salunke ji, Dr. Naveen ji, Shri Kamal Singh ji, and all my colleagues who work tirelessly day and night to make this a grand success. Thank you all for your continuous efforts. At last, I would like to thank all who are directly and indirectly associated with this task, with the quote of Shri Vivekananda ji, that great men are those who build highways for others with their heart's blood. Thank you all.